It's Chris with Writer's Game, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Scavengers came out yesterday, so I've been playing a little bit of that. I'm going to play it again now and figured I'd bring everybody along who'd like to take a look. So let's get into it. Alright, so far this has been my favorite character here, Haldem, because I like the ability to heal. It kind of gives you a second chance. I do like the shield ability of Valora. Tarek seems a little underplayed in regards to abilities. Obviously snipers are great, but anybody can be a sniper by picking up the right weapon. So let's go ahead and get into it. Expedition mode. There is a known issue with inviting friends and that sort of thing. Getting groups of people you know, so that's unfortunate. I'm just going to pair up with any random folks who come along. My goal is to get that much, 1150. So I can get Callie. I want to try the invisible sniper option. Do some flanking. And some melee attacks. Apparently she stays invisible if using melee attacks, which is... what? That's crazy awesome for PvP. Potentially.
I'm more than just a pretty face.
Yeah,
I've also got a great butt.
Oh, that's a new line. So I usually use a gamepad, a Razer gamepad to do my controls with. I'm going to actually use my keyboard today. Things like the control button are not represented on the gamepad. And that can be problematic for things like crouching. But my keyboard's wireless, and frankly I don't trust wireless for games. I've had lag and input lag. That doesn't seem to be there when I have wired devices. Calm before the storm. And my whole screen went black. I hope that's the game doing that on purpose. Alright.
Welcome to the Surface Explorers.
Not enjoying
Prepare yourselves and await my orders.
Medium settings. I have a pretty good video card. You know, it's not one that's been launched in 2 years, but enough for get that kind of screen tear even on Ultra, which is my current setting, seems a little odd. Let's see if this matters.
You're in the eye of a storm. Don't get caught in it.
Bring it down to high.
It will take me a second to craft this.
Yeah, crafting already. Well.
You need to move quickly before the environment attempts to kill you. As an added incentive, other groups of explorers will be competing with you for the honor of returning to me with the most data and an associated prize. They will also attempt to kill you. Now, have fun out there.
Items complete.
The climate is very unstable. So, to make the most of this opportunity, I've sent several explorer teams to gather data. Return the most data points to me, and I'll make sure you get something nice. I read about human motivational tactics in several digitized books.
coming up.
It will take me a second to craft these things. Stun traps. Here.
Crafting takes so long.
You will do well to put these.
Item set.
Items complete.
A team has been eliminated.
Need more scrap for my strike rifle. And my shield upgrade.
With me,
I'm gonna go
partners.
strike rifle this time. I usually go shield because, you know, health is life. But,
That's the end of that Outlander. Took down an Outlander.
yeah, I'm not enjoying the frame rate in this stuff like this. Maybe the requirements are just so amazing. Let's try default high. Sorry, medium, I guess. What did I? Yeah, not the gun I wanted. I had better. Whenever you drop something, your teammates may pick it up. Integrity error. Well, yay. Alright, so let's just restart the game. So these are some of the server issues they're having. Mostly with grouping up, but somewhat, as you can see, with connectivity and that sort of thing. They have put out a notice that they're working on it, of course. The game just launched 2 days ago. There's going to be growing pains. And it doesn't show. There we go. I was gonna say it's not picking up my game. Try this again. So I've been thinking a little bit about the people who are beginning at streaming, like myself, and then of course people who seem to have very, very, very nice setups and sort of what their journey was to get there. At what point do you pick up a manager? And in the history of all of that, was there like streaming? What is that? Why would we ever represent you and try to get you something like a monetary reward for what you do? And then of course, once it started to take off, almost like there's so many streamers now, or people who would love representation, like what makes you special, and a tiny window in between of this is new, and yeah, we'd love to see where this goes and all that stuff, right? The early adopters. I'm curious about that, sort of the story of that process transition. sniper.
I'm sure you'll experience absolutely no unpleasantness while on Earth. How is my lying coming? I've been working on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna save my scrap. We'll pick up thermal boosts eventually. Well, no screen tearing so far. How are we supposed to get into this building?
A storm surrounds your region. Please attempt to retain all of your original organic pieces if possible.
Gotta reload.
I don't know if I've gotta, but I am going to.
I vote for this way.
I must admit, I focus more on getting good gear, scavenging, but we have a time
I've
limit, right? We have
highlighted
a time limit
several
to get
objectives on your map
data
that could
points.
provide valuable insight into this plague. To aid my research, you must go investigate and collect data points.
Somebody's shooting at us. This is the arrow.
Did I mention that other teams of explorers will also be hunting down data points? The group returning with the most data will receive a thing. Now get out there fast. The climate remains unstable. Remain down.
Where?
Chill out, folks.
I am surrounded by bullets.
Another Outlander bites it.
Should maybe come in here? Yeah, maybe. It's a grenade. Why not pick that up?
Keeper engaged. Under fire.
Don't know if that's my team or not. Or other players. Yeah, that looks like other players.
Reloading my weapon.
Receiving. So this is
Reloaded.
Get shot. So this is what they mean by critical condition.
Reloading my weapon.
You've earned access to new crafting schematics through your keeper.
Crafting. 1 moment. Crafting. 1 second.
Ooh yeah, making myself a new weapon.
Oh, we got to get him. That's a enemy.
Keepers all over.
He trying to run. He trying to run, baby. Let's.
The storm is closing in on you. Stay in the eye.
Gotta reload. So this is what they mean by medical condition. This way.
Where we going, guys?
Orange mark, and there's a team over here.
Trust me on this one.
Your teammate needs help. Your teammate is dead. Yes, teammate down.
Now we're about to die.
Alright, heal up, gang. Oh, shit, take fire. Can't leave anybody.
Damn, nice try, guys.
So one of the joys of the game is you have to watch everybody else play for you to get credit for it towards any of your achievements or things like that. Which, frankly, kind of sucks. You know, how long is it going to take these 12 people to resolve this game? I don't know. And frankly, I don't care. Like, my involvement in this should be optional. If I want to learn from other people or see how the game goes, or I just, you know, hey, these guys did a great job, I just want to see how the rest, like, absolutely, watch the match. But what if you don't? What if you would rather play your next match? What if you would rather go on to other things? But again, if you want the credit for the match, you have to bear it out. And that's one thing I definitely think the makers of the game could improve on. This person looks like he's running around solo. Where's his team? Now, if his team was shot, killed, they will be revived 30 seconds later, and then I think a minute later. Like, it takes longer every time. Obviously, they're wasting no time to do what they can to miss a thermal warmer doohickey, but nice to see who you're spectating. Like, where are they? We see first and second. Is this person, Rayum, part of the first or second teams, or is he, you know, part of the? Look, where are they ranking? So we can kind of tell.
Coordinates for new high-value objectives marked. You are in the path of the storm's collapse.
What are we learning from that? Is that getting us where we want to go to be team number one? I find it interesting. All of the buildings are broken, and I kind of get why on a play
Keep an eye
level,
out.
lots of holes,
I've
lots of
detached
places
an
to
orbital
go,
supply capsule.
ways to
Sending it
build
down
up,
your
or
way.
not. But Very few of them are like truly functional. They would be bad shelter. Better than nothing, but certainly not great. The chosen gun for the character here, first time I built it, definitely hits hard. Now obviously I think more with crit shots or whatever. But I was hitting between like 50s, I think about 50s on average, if I remember correctly. Whereas a gun you pick up might be green, but it's not very, like, it's not great. You're shooting for 7s. There's a massive difference between those two, obviously. Unfortunately, I can't see numbers from this person's, go at it, but I've been going shields, more hit points, but I think maybe not. Maybe, one of the characters in the group needs to go shields for more tanking purposes. Somebody else needs to go, or maybe 2 other people need to go with a better weapon, or cross between them. What's that blue thing that they're not picking up? Maybe they can't. You can only sometimes have so much scrap. Okay, you shot those animals and they might be pissed. Apparently bears don't mind. Now, is that 11 teams or 11 people? I think it's 11 teams, which is a lot.
High-value target eliminated.
So far, I'm really enjoying the game. I'm not a huge fan of the Battle Royale. Fortnite was one of the biggest battle... of course, it was apparently copied off of PUBG, but it was one of the biggest ones that I've played in regards to popularity. But I like the PvE version of it much better, where you can build and set up a strategy that's not just shoot faster, more accurate than other people. Obviously, there's something to that.
High-value target eliminated.
Well, that's somebody from his team. Poke your head out, but don't be facing in the right direction so you can't see what's going on. Maybe they were looking for something else. The person who flanked them, for example. Shields regenerate, so I imagine that means you really should press. I suppose you could break the shields and do 1 or 2 hits of damage and then do that 17 times maybe, but it's a long battle. An observation was made, if the healing bubbles up and you're in it, you're pretty much indestructible. I don't think that's quite the case, from my experience. Ooh, Left your buddy to die to the bear. Nicely done. Was distracted.
Very high value objectives added to your map. Very. The storm is collapsing on your location. A team has been eliminated.
Anyway, as I was saying, I am enjoying this game. It's, for a battle royale style, there's a lot of PvE potential, which I prefer, and then culminating to a PvP battle. In Fortnite, for example, yeah, you do a lot of gathering, but if you're shooting anything, it's, as far as I recall, unless they made some changes in the last couple of years, I haven't played it that long. It is all your battles against other players, and they're just, other than getting a luck of the draw for loot, there doesn't seem to be a more complicated strategy. Be faster, shoot more, straight. That's it. This, at least, you can. You're taking out some PvE targets. Person to his left, I think. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. There's only 8 people or 8 teams left, but this could take another hour. So let's go back to... It doesn't tell me any repercussions, but I tested this last night, and by waiting until the end, I got credit for my my challenges here, and by leaving early, I did not. Anyway, so that was not greatly exciting. That was not very exciting. But I'm going to leave it there for now, and I will jump on here a little bit later. Have a great day, everybody.